Hey guys! Welcome to the first video on my YouTube channel. My name is Larissa Story. I am from Prince Edward Island, which is tiny little part of Eastern Canada if you don't know. I'm 18 years old and I go to UPEI. Now the first question that people always ask is what major I'm in, but at this point I actually don't have a major. I was in engineering for less than a week and you know that really was not for me. I have 5 pets. I've got 2 dogs and 3 cats. My parents are divorced, so one of the cats is at my mom's and then all the other 4 are at my dad's. So those are just like some fun facts about me. I have always wanted to have a YouTube channel. I'm a very open person. The older I get, the better I get at it. I wasn't always that way. And I've always been into reading. I've always been a huge reader, and with the last name of Story, and I'm not kidding, that is my actual last name. I don't know how I could avoid having a Booktube channel. And then just to add insult to injury, my middle name is Belle. Yes, as in the princess that reads books. The reason that I started this channel is simply just because a lot of people in my life don't read, and I'm always talking for hours and hours about the books that I'm reading and the characters in them, and I just thought that it would be fun to share that with people that also have the same passion. Another part of the reason I'm starting the channel is because my friend Janelle, who is behind the camera, and she's the one who's doing, there's many lighting things and reflectors that are set up, and there's even a microphone in the camera. It's all very fancy. She's a film major and she's going to school in Ontario, but with COVID she's still on Prince Edward Island at this point. So probably the question I get a lot when I tell people that I'm a reader is if I grew into it or if I've always loved it, and honestly I just always loved it. I was the first person to read in my kindergarten class. I remember that very vividly for some reason. It's just kind of always carried through. The second most commonly asked question that I would get is what kind of books I like to read. When I was younger, it was definitely more of a fantasy genre. I was obsessed with The Last Dragon Chronicles, if you guys have heard of them. But as I've gotten older, I'm more into thrillers. I was into horror for a little while there. Yeah, really anything with some kind of mystery. I will admit I'm not much of a romance person, but if you guys have suggestions, I will try to take them into consideration. Going along with that, my favorite books probably ever, I more have series than favorite books. So there's The Mortal Instruments, so then there's the movie, or if you've heard of the TV show Shadowhunters, it's based off of that series. Another series that I really like is The 1000th Floor, which is by Catherine McGee, I think, and there's 3 books in that series. It's a trilogy and it is so good. It's one of my favorites ever. I highly recommend it. And the last one that comes to mind when I think of favorite series is the Mare Dyer series by Michelle Hodkin. Love that one as well. Not that it's necessary to have a whole lot of books to be a booktuber, but I will admit the last time I counted, I think I have around 400 books. And I have an addiction to buying books. I will admit that. Hi, my name is Larissa Story and I'm addicted to buying books. And it just keeps steadily increasing as I get older, which is a little bit unfortunate, but unfortunate for my wallet, but you know, it's fine. I could be buying worse things. As Janelle says, it could be drugs. Great. Now this is going to be a booktube channel, so it'll probably be mainly centered around books and reading. My personality is a lot more than just books. I'm very into music, I love to sing, I play guitar. I'm also just an old woman, I just have to admit it. I really like knitting, I like crocheting, I like doing puzzles, I'm obsessed with crosswords. Like basically I'm already retired is basically the point that we're at. At some point, I am gonna say this now, at some point I will probably have more decorations behind me. Today it's just a white wall. If you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments, but I'm just really anxious to get started. I just finished my last exam, so I just wanted to film the first video and make it an introduction video and just kind of get it out there. Given that I've never done this before, I looked up some of the things that you should talk about in an introduction video, and one of the things was your favorite thing about YouTube. I would have to say my favorite thing about YouTube is just the community. Hand in hand, least favorite thing about YouTube is sometimes the community. I hate cancel culture. I really don't like it. If you hate me, just go. But the other side of that is that, you know, it's just a platform for everybody to just express their interests and hopefully not be judged as much as they would just in reality in the normal world. So I really like that about YouTube, and that's why I feel comfortable coming on here. think that the biggest challenge for having this channel will be trying to find videos to post. Janelle and I were brainstorming yesterday and we came up with a lot, I'm not going to lie. But I will be the first to admit, I don't watch any booktubers. So I will occasionally probably start watching some other ones, especially now that I'm getting into it, and I may take some of their inspiration, but of course I'll credit them. But yeah, I'm kind of just flying into this blind, so again, if you have any suggestions on how I can improve or anything else that you would like to see, let me know. And kind of going hand in hand with why I started the channel, I think that the most rewarding part about having this will just be getting to share what I'm passionate about with other people that are also passionate about it and maybe don't have people in their lives that like reading as much as I do. Because I've got 1 or 2 friends that read and then that's it. And both of my parents hate it, and yeah, a lot of other people don't like to read as much as I do, which is fine. But another commonly asked question is, how often will you upload? Now, that's kind of still up for debate. At some point, hopefully maybe once a week. But like I said, I'm not the person who's good at editing, and I'm not the person who's good at doing the whole camera, microphone, lighting things. So it'll just depend on schedules. You know, right now, Janelle and I are both on winter break, but, and maybe, we haven't discussed this, but maybe we'll try getting some ready to put out, and then we'll just kind of slowly put them out. She's nodding, so that's probably a good idea. Yeah. And then, yeah, after that we'll just see. We're both kind of busy people, but I don't live very far away from her, so we'll see what we can do about that. So another commonly asked question is, how long am I planning to be on YouTube? Honestly, I don't know. I don't really know if anybody knows when they start YouTube. Hopefully a long time. I guess it just all depends on how this goes. If you guys really like the content, even if there's only a couple people, I will keep posting as long as people like the content. And I'm hoping to actually own a bookstore when I get older. That's been a dream of mine forever. So as long as that keeps continuing, maybe I can show you guys like what it's like to run a bookstore and the process of opening it and things like that, as well as I'll keep doing reviews. I guess I never said that. Part of what I will be doing on this channel is like book hauls, book reviews. Hopefully the next few videos will be things like my unpopular opinions from books and comparing books to movies or the TV shows that were created from them. I think that's everything. If you guys think that I missed anything or there's anything else that you want to know, I can do a follow-up video. Just comment some questions down below. My socials are going to be linked down below in the description. I think I have included there the Instagram account for this channel, which my main account is in the bio for that. I also have my Goodreads, and I will link down my TikTok as well, or if you just want to look it up by the username, it's just Larissa B Story. And there I'm hoping to show some of the behind the scenes things where, like, I just posted a TikTok that shows the studio that we're working in right now and the kind of setup that we have going, and you know, maybe over time things will change, so you'll get to see the progress that's being made. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks to Janelle for helping me set it up and plan everything out, and hopefully see you guys soon. Bye guys!